Again, everybody. I just wanted to talk to you tonight about the condo. I ended up seeing it yesterday, and I've spent so much time just thinking about everything I saw. I was very impressed. The square footage at 800 square feet was still way more than I think I need, but it's nice and small. I mean, the living room, like, main area, it's sectioned off. Like, there's a kitchen, there's a dining room area, and there's a living room. But because there's not really a lot of walls in this main area, it just turns into like this one very large living space that combines the three. The kitchen itself, the gentleman that's there is putting down vinyl hardwood floors, and it actually looks really nice. And he's a carpenter by trade who's selling it, and he's willing to negotiate on price. He wants to move to Saratoga Springs, or he already has a home there, and he seems like he's trying to get rid of this condo right here in Vestal. Like, he wants to get rid of it soon. He's moving. He's going to be gone soon. So, like, that, to me, that puts the leverage in my court. And that is probably going to mean that he's going to accept a lower offer unless someone comes in and starts doing competing bids with me. The balcony was beautiful. It was actually the first thing I went over to, and I went outside, and it's right behind Hoffman's Car Wash on the Vestal Parkway, if you're familiar with that at all. Besides the car wash, you couldn't really hear the traffic, and someone made the comment when we were there, the traffic and the speed limit is only about 45 miles an hour, so it doesn't allow people to get up to a speed where the cars are extremely loud. So that feature was very nice, and I could see the Red Robin, and I could see AMC right from my balcony, so it's pretty neat. You get like some nice trees there, and you just get a really nice view, in my opinion, of the Vestal Parkway and some of the stores that are down there. The actual interior is beautiful. The carpeting is probably, I'd say, the only detractor in the whole place. But again, there's been a lot of work done clearly on the walls, and he has a lot of beautiful furniture in there that I think he's just going to take with him. He said he would negotiate with me, but like I said, he's clearly put a lot of work into the walls and just putting on a fresh coat of paint. Like I said, the trim looks really nice. The kitchen itself, all of the cupboards, all of the drawers is actually oak, and it looks like you have a fairly new stove, fairly new refrigerator. I don't know why I couldn't get that out. And then you go, when you first come in, it's sort of like a small foyer area that's maybe like 3 by 5. Take your shoes off if they're dirty. A nice little like closet right there to put your jacket in for when you go and when you're coming and going. When you go in and you look out, it's that living space that you see from the foyer. And on the left side over here, it's sort of like a big square, is the kitchen. And then in this corner, sort of diagonal from where you are, is the dining room area. The balcony is basically straight in front of the foyer, and then again the living room area with like where the couch would go and the television is pretty much straight in between the balcony and the foyer. So you do get like I think once you get some more furniture in there, and I buy a couch and a television, it's just going to come together a little bit more, look more like some of the photos that were on the listing in the first place. Okay, so let's say we're in the foyer, we go forward and we take a left, then we're looking directly at the kitchen, move forward a little bit, and you take a left, and there's another hallway, and when we're looking down this hallway, there is a pantry on the left, and then there's a linen closet right behind that, and then on the right side there is a bathroom, and again, toilet looks like it's in good shape. The sink looks like it's in good shape. The medicine cabinet is actually built right into the wall, which is pretty cool. Just saves a little more space. And then there's a great big shower unit. That was something that really surprised me. Like, it was probably like 3 by 4. It's a really good size given the dimensions of the room are 5 by 7. It probably takes up about half of that, and it's really nice. And I could say I was actually really happy. Like, I've had a couple of units in the past when I was renting where the shower unit was so small and the bathroom was so compact that I couldn't even like wash my back when I was in the shower, and that would just be really frustrating. I mean, I don't need to tell you that. I'm not even like a really big guy or anything, so it was just frustrating to have that. So let's say, you come out of the bathroom and you take a right, and that's where the bedroom is. And like I believe when I looked out on the MLS, the bedroom is like a 12 by 12. So the bedroom that I'm actually in, that I grew up in, I want to say it's probably like, I want to say it's like 9 by 11. So this bedroom is a little bit bigger. And the thing that you have with this bedroom that I thought was very, very nice is when you first walk in, on the left side, there's maybe like 4 feet into the wall. Directly in front of you, there's a window sort of in the left corner, and on the right, you have two sliding glass closet doors, and then there must be space. There's space for probably two people for full wardrobes, and there's even more space for storage above the, again, where you'd be hanging your clothes. And again, at 12 by 12, it's probably the biggest bedroom I've ever had in my life. So just putting my mattress in there and putting the box spring in, it probably wouldn't even take up like a quarter of the space. So it's just kind of neat to think that I'd have a bedroom with that much extra space. And I don't know, I could probably put something in there like my like a desk to do some work on. And probably just keep my computer like out in the main area over in the dining room area. But overall, I just told my mom, she's like, okay, you want to list some pros and cons? And I was like, no, I don't actually want to write them down, but like I said, I guess I'll say them again here. Some of the pros, I really like the town. I told my mom I broke that up into two separate things. I really like the town in that there's a lot of restaurants and there's a lot of places to shop. And in my opinion, there's quite a few things to do there. If you're interested in getting out for like a night on the town, there's a couple things that really interest me that I still go do now to this day, whether it's walking on the rail trail, going to AMC theaters. Not that I'm really into it, but Binghamton University is right down the street, so I could go to like one of the basketball games there. And again, the high school is down the other way, and I could go watch a football game there. So to me, these are just sort of neat, fun little things I could get out and do on a daily, weekly basis. And those are things I think would be fun. The Barnes & Nobles is right down the street from me, and I really love to read, so I could certainly spend a lot more time there going forward. Some of the other things, again, the square footage is nice, and it's exactly what I'm looking for. I know I've said that before. The price looks like it's going to be coming down on the condo unit itself, and overall I'm only going to be maybe a 10-minute drive from my mom, and I'm actually going to be living closer to my one friend that's living here in Vestal now. So again, there's already 6 things there. And the con, again, just going back to what I had expressed before, just some, I guess, doubts about whether I should stay here to like fully develop as a person who I am, getting out, meeting more young people my age in a bigger city, getting a better job, really proving myself. Those are the 2 things I think I'm concerned about. And overall, I'm still really impressed with it. I'm just, again, a little hesitant to stay, and I want to kind of create like a 5-year plan for myself, and I would probably end up committing to staying here for another 5 years if I go through this, and I think that would be okay. So yeah, there's just some of the things that I'm thinking about, and I wanted to give you some feedback on what this place is like. What I need to do now is get the financing in order, and I got the names of 2 banks that would be willing to do condo financing locally, so I don't have to keep going out and making more videos about how this credit union or this bank isn't going to give me the money that I need, and the mortgage amount is so small I could probably easily do it on 15 or 20-year mortgage, so I don't need to tell you how great that is. Minimizing my interest payments as I'm going along, that's always a good idea. Now, like I said, I don't want to continue to talk about the condo too much more, so I'm just going to wrap it up and say that I'll certainly talk a little bit more about it tomorrow, and I hope that you'll tune in for it, and I hope this was interesting and gives you some insight into what I've been doing with working with the condo.